Saint-Damien. Name ring a bell? No? Yes? Maybe? Well, a little refresher course for folks that aren't in the know. Saint-Damien is one of the top producers in Gigondas in the southern Rhone region of France. And they are, Joel Sorel, the proprietor of Saint-Damien, he's a rock star. He makes 3 different cuvées of Gigondas. They all get just monster scores from the critics, the Souterrain, the Vieille Vigne, and the Louisiane. And he's considered basically the top of his game. He's one of the top guys. He also makes Côte du Rhône. He makes just a lot of fun stuff. Well, this is a new wine from the great Joel Sorel at Saint-Damien. And we did not expect this wine. This was an unexpected treat when it rolled in. The supplier brought it, and we're like, what's Le 10? Le 10 de Saint-Damien. And apparently it's just a vin de France, just a basic table wine that Joel Sorel put together to offer just amazing value. And the reason it's a vin de France is because besides being 80% Grenache, which is very Southern Rhone-y, that's not the problem. The problem here is the 20% Marselan. Marselan makes up the balance of this wine. And Marselan is actually a hybrid grape variety created in the 60s. It's a cross between Cabernet Sauvignon and Grenache that we see a lot of folks in the Rhone kind of experimenting with as they move forward. Because just because you're in the Rhone, right? Just because your whole life is Grenache and Syrah and Mourvedre and da-da-da-da-da, doesn't mean you can't have some fun. It doesn't mean you can't experiment. It doesn't mean you can't try stuff. And a lot of these producers in the Rhone actually do this. And they do it like in the outside of the zones, like the demarcated areas where they own some vineyard, where they own some land, or maybe in like basic Côte du Rhône area, they'll plant Cabernet or Merlot. Well, Joel planted some Marselan, and he's actually liking the results. So good enough that he was actually able to make this wine. And what I love about this wine is the Grenache. Gives you all that wonderful kind of classic Côte du Rhône, kirschy, cherry cranberry, spice cakey type quality to the wine that we've known to grow and love from these wines of the area. And then the Marselan comes in, adds this intriguing kind of little peppery, pseudo-cabby kind of currenty twist to it. So you get, and it's not green. It's not green, maybe a little hint of pepper, but no green notes. So you get like this Southern Rhone style bistro coif, but with a little like a, right? You kind of, it's a wine at $10 a bottle where it makes your ears stand up, and you kind of go, what is that? I kind of like it. And you can't exactly put your finger on it. It's just a different twist to the classic, what we call Côte du Rhône style red wine that we know and love here and drink so much of. So, as you can see from the Bordeaux bottle down to the weird grape varieties, etc., this is a little atypical for the Southern Rhone, but the wine is actually quite Rhone-y at the same time. So congratulations and cheers to Joel at Saint-Damien, one of the greatest estates in the Southern Rhone, for producing a wine that is fun, interesting, tasty, and cheap.